If you're new to my channel, my name is Jeep and this is my channel, Roam with Jeep, where I go on a bunch of adventures. This is me and my Jeep, and this is me with a group of Jeepers, which I met on Instagram, and then my Subaru, which I got back in October, where I got to explore different parts of Texas in it, and then my kayak, which is actually foldable, and then a couple of my co-workers and one of my good friends, and which leads me now to the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom is comprised of 4 countries, which are Scotland, England, Wales, and Northern Ireland. And if you're planning a trip abroad, I definitely recommend Scotland.
What is up? I made it to Scotland. I'm going to show you these views. I got this place for 2 days because it's my birthday on the 23rd and I wanted to treat myself to something nice. And instead of hopping around from place to place like I have been since I've been here, I'm just going to stay here for 2 days. But check these views out. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a tour of this awesome place.
This place was called the Foyer House, which sits on top of the hill overlooking Loch Ness Lake. And I mean, it had everything I needed. It was fancy, but not too fancy. The bed was comfortable, everything was super clean, and it had a very, very good smell inside the hotel. I'm still not comfortable filming when I'm eating, so I'm gonna share what I shared on Instagram. Appetizers, dinner. Now everything was made from scratch from the owner of the Foyer House, and he's an amazing chef, and dessert was phenomenal.
I'm about ready to go out to the lake, to Loch Ness. I wanted to get out on the lake, but it's too windy and too choppy. Yeah, so it's getting windier. And you can see the clouds are starting to overhang and stuff. So it may rain, go sprinkling a little bit. I'm gonna head back and try again later. I was told that there was a lake up here and I'm in the middle of the forest. Well, sort of, not really. There's a road right there. But check this out. How awesome is this? So through the forest, he says it's about a 10-minute hike. I think I can do it. Well, I know I can do it, but do I want to? 10 minutes? So I may take my kayak up here. Just depends. I think it'll be a great adventure hike for sure. But it's a hidden lake that he says that not a lot of people know of. So there's that. Oh, look how cool. There's like, it was dark and then there's a clearing of sunlight here. Because the rest of the forest is surrounded by trees. Doesn't get light. Okay, the lake is right here. It wasn't even that far.
Oh, look at that. That is so dope. Okay, let's go check to see how to actually get there. There you go. I was gonna go kayaking in this, but it seems like the water, there's like no water flow, so it's kind of stagnant almost. It's hard to see that, but I don't want to risk any kind of amoebas going inside me, so I'm gonna keep it safe. But still, it's nonetheless a great sight and pretty cool to see in person. Whoa. Legend is in these ancient forests that there are still people living in these. And see those rocks up there? There's supposed to be some caves that go down underneath, and that's why the ground feels hollow. See, I'm not sure y'all can hear that, but everything that I'm stepping on just sounds super hollow. So it's probably the Celtic mountain people from the Highlands. And from what I heard, they've developed hairy bodies and bigger ears for hearing and bigger eyes, because since they're down in a cave system down here, that they needed to compensate for the lack of light. Just kidding, I made that up. All of it. Could this be the stone to take me back into time, about 200, 400 years? Nope, I'm still here. I think, because who knows? Maybe this whole area looked like this 400 years ago, yeah? Okay, if y'all can see this, this is the north end of the lake where it starts, Loch Ness. And, but yeah, and I'm headed down there. There's a restaurant. I'm gonna eat lunch and use the restaurant down there. So I just made it to the lake. I got down from this area here and I just finished setting up the kayak and I'm gonna go on Loch Ness. This is gonna be my first time getting onto this lake. The water is a little choppy, but you know what? I think it's gonna be okay. And I'm not gonna go too far anyway, but I just wanna be able to go on this lake to say that I went on this lake on the kayak. All right, here we go. All right. Big fail, big fail. It was way too choppy. I couldn't even make it like 5 yards away. So I'm back in my van. I'm gonna find another spot later on today, but I gotta head out to the campsite and get all set up. I'll find a smoother part of the lake to kayak in, okay? I'm at the campsite and this is the area I get. It's all grass, no electric, because I do have a converter inside the van for electricity, and the bathroom is right there, that cabin looking thing. And then I think this is, I don't know what that is, I'll check it out. But yeah, so I'm gonna set up the camp. I'm not sure how the awning goes on here, but it is underneath here. There's a table with some chairs also. So I'm gonna get it all set up and I'll show you guys. And if you're wondering where Loch Ness is, it's right behind me, literally like right there.
and then access to the lake is right there. So hopefully the water is a lot calmer than it was earlier today, so I can kayak in it. If not, then maybe tomorrow. But I'm supposed to be here for 2 days, but I don't think so, because yesterday I booked a spot in near the Isle of Skye. So anyway, all right, let me get to work. This camper van setup had everything I needed. I got plenty of food, I had plenty of water, everything. Now, inside of this camper van, you may think it's small, but it was actually pretty roomy. Now, I ordered 2 sets of sheets, I only got 1, which actually worked out fine because it wasn't that hot, and I had my sleeping bag. Underneath is a refrigerator and storage for pots and pans. I'm on my way to Dorney, and I'm sitting in a cabin, and there's like a castle out there near. I just really hope that the lakes are not choppy right now. It's just really hard for me to get on any lake that's not choppy. So hopefully there's like a cove or something like that I can do in. So. Castle's just over there, and that's where I'm gonna head.